Jesus. Here's the thing, most people don't really wear hats today for the sake of protecting themselves from the sun. It's purely a fashion statement. Yeah, got it. Bam! In this video, what I'm gonna be doing is breaking down my body transformation progress over the last few months. What I'm also going to be doing is breaking down what really helped me physically and mentally. I'm going to break down the 5 biggest things that really helped me. So then that way, it's not just me speaking about this is what the results that I got, but hopefully you can benefit from this as well. A lot of these things I'm going to be speaking about, probably you haven't heard in terms of trying to lose weight by doing this thing. So 15 weeks ago, I was 94 kilograms and this is what I looked like. You know that feeling when you eat food and then you just like, oh, you feel like shit? Like I felt like that 24/7. Not just that, but I was really distracting myself through food. So for those of you who know, I made a video about my porn addiction. I was dealing with overcoming this porn addiction. I also left my boot camp business. There was so much uncertainty going within my body that food was my escape. I was numbing myself. I didn't want to face off with this porn addiction. I didn't want to feel this uncertainty that I was getting because I didn't know what I was going to do with coaching, or I didn't know what I was going to do after I left my bootcamp business. So food was my way of going, I can just chill out, put on a movie, get some hot chips, and just eat shit every single day. While I was doing this multiple times in the week, it added up. I was binge eating, I was emotional eating, using porn as a way to escape my emotions. I was using food as a way to escape my emotions. I felt so unmotivated to go and train that I felt like a massive fraud. Because here I was teaching health and fitness, but I wasn't living it myself. And it made me feel really, really shit about myself. There was a moment where it all changed. I was at the gym, I just finished a workout, and I went into the change rooms. A guy walked in and I said, can you please take a photo from the front, side, and back for me? He's like, sure. He took one from the front, he took one from the side, he took one from the back. I grabbed the phone, I looked at the photos, and I was like, what the hell is this? I was in shock because I saw this photo and I put it next to how I was looking in February. In February, I looked like this. There was a massive shift in my fitness levels, in my habits, in my emotional states, in my physical body. Everything was totally different. And from that contrast, it made me feel even more like shit. But from that pain, it drove me to make a change. And I was like, no more of this. This is when I was just about to start my coaching program, Self-Mastery. And I was like, I cannot get on the phone with someone and say, hey, this is how you get healthy and fit. This is what you need to do. This is how you love yourself. This is how you stop binge eating. But I'm not doing it. I cannot say to someone, hey, this is how you stop a habit, but I'm still dealing with a porn addiction. So I decided to make a change, and that's what I did. Now, I am 84 kilograms, so I've lost 9 kilograms, which is amazing. This is the first time that I actually feel that I'm embodying the thing that I always say at the end of my videos, to love all living things, right? I'm embodied in that. But most importantly, to love thyself. When I say those words, I feel embodied in it. The things that I've stopped the porn addiction, I've stopped the calorie counting, I've stopped the weighing myself, unhealthy relationship with food that I was creating for myself, the binge eating, I'm not doing that anymore, the emotional eating, all of that is gone, and it's from those 5 things that I want to teach you. Here are the things that really helped me. Number 1, was to change my relationship with my food. How I define my relationship with food is my thoughts and feelings before, during, and after I eat food. I'm gonna say that again. Your relationship with food is based upon your thoughts and feelings before, during, and after you either eat or drink. I noticed that my thoughts and feelings before I was eating was terrible. I started to, 1, change my belief about what food was. Also, I changed my language around food. Linguistically, we are creating our reality. Before, I was saying to myself, I'm gonna go eat some food. And now I say, I'm going to go nourish my body. With that language, it creates the intention that I'm focusing on health, focusing on nourishment. And from that intention, it creates a result. It creates a result of vitality. Also, what really helped me out is this book right here. I read this about 10 weeks ago. It's in my top 5 books. And I read a lot. It's called The Goddess Revolution. The author is Mel Wells. Check her out on Instagram. She's got an amazing Instagram account as well with amazing captions. I highly recommend this. Do not get paid for recommending this. I'm gonna leave her website down below. I do not get anything for this. I'm just recommending this to you because it really helped me, and I know that it can help you. Also, what really helped me is intuitive eating. Instead of focusing on calorie counting, which I was doing in the beginning, and weighing all my food and counting all my macronutrients and so on, I just let all of that go and started to listen to what is my body telling me to go and eat. So here's what I did. Took a deep breath in, And I asked myself, what do you want? What is it that you really need right now? Immediately when I asked that question, my body was like, I want a smoothie, I want a green juice, I want a salad, I want a smoothie bowl. Because I was asking my body and not my head. Because if I asked my head would have been like, yeah, you should go and have some hot chips. If you can get in tune with your body by asking your body, what is it that you want? What is it that you're craving? What is it that you really need? It might not just give you the food that you want. It might say, you know what, I want to play more. I want to dance more. I want to have fun more. You know what, I want to escape. I want to go to Bali. I want to go to a waterfall. I want to go and swim in the ocean. It will tell you exactly what you need right now, what your soul needs. That's number 2. Number 3, what really helped me was throwing out my scales. I went against what I teach. I started to weigh myself every single day. It was messing my emotional state up so much where every single day I would weigh myself, and at the end of the week I would find the average of how much weight I lost. What I was finding was that my weight was fluctuating all over the place, and I was basing my self-worth, I was basing my happiness on the number that was showing up. The second that I stopped weighing myself and I just started to measure my results by how I was feeling in my body, it was a game changer. I started to focus on how I'm feeling rather than how I'm looking. And I believe that when you focus on how you feel rather than how you look changes, but it's not your main focus. Number 4 was to face off with myself. I stopped distracting myself through food and porn. Anytime that emotion came up that made me feel uncomfortable, or anytime those habits that showed up, I stopped going into those habits. I stopped distracting myself from those emotions, and I just sat down. I just sat down and I started to breathe. I didn't do anything. Just from feeling whatever I was feeling, allowing those emotions to come up, immediately tears started to come out. Immediately I started to get angry. Immediately I just allowed those emotions to come up, and I didn't use food as a way to escape those emotions. I started to go, let me go within. Let me find out what's really hurting within me. Because if I'm using porn and food as an outlet to escape, something is hurting, and I need to stop distracting myself from that. And maybe you're doing the same. So if you are doing the same, the best thing that you can do is don't overcomplicate this. Just facing off with yourself. For me, it was just sitting down, breathing, allowing any emotions to come up, and asking myself, what is trying to emerge right now? What emotions is trying to emerge? What thoughts are trying to emerge? Disassociating from them and just watching those thoughts, watching those emotions, not becoming them, but being the observer of them. Number 5, the most important thing that's really helped me out was releasing trauma and anger. There was so much dormant energy that was within my body that I had no idea was there until I started to cry, until I started to let out anger, until I started to let myself be seen in the messiness. In the intro of this video, you saw me in the shower, right? I would have never done that in February, where I believed that I had a better body compared to what I have right now. I released so much shame, I released so much guilt, I released so much anger that it freed me from people's opinions of what my body looks like. So over the weekend, I was at a workshop, and long story short, I got naked in front of 55 people, 55 plus people. Butt naked, they saw everything. That sounds extreme, I get that. And it also got me extreme results, because this is the first time that I posted a shirtless photo on Instagram. Also, I was able to shoot an intro with my shirt off in this video. It's never been done before. And because of that, it's not because I'm looking better, it's because I've just released so much shame around my body. So my recommendation to you is to be naked more. For me, it was releasing the anger around being bullied as a kid for being chubby. For me, it was crying out all those tears that little me wanted to cry out, but I held it in because I didn't want to cry at school for all those words that were said to me that made me feel like shit. I gave myself permission to just let out all of those tears. We are in and out beings. Eat, we shit. We drink, we piss. We feel emotions, and it gets stuck within the body. A big part of my process is releasing. Whether that be through breath work, or whether that be through crying, or whether that be through just letting out anger, or dynamic meditation. Whatever it is, energy may be stuck in your body. Shame and guilt, which are the lower vibrational energies that you can hold onto, may be dormant within your body. And it's time to let that out. Maybe that's just through being vulnerable with a friend and letting them know, this is how I feel. I feel so much shame around my body because of this, because of this, because of this. It helps free up space. Because on the other side of vulnerability is emotional freedom. To go ahead and do those things. I really hope that this video helped you out. If you do want some help with this, in the description below, there is a link to my coaching program. It's self-mastery, and you can find out more information about it, about how you can join, how you can apply and so on. You can find out the testimonials of other people who have joined the program, and you can find out what's been working for them. I would love to be able to serve you, so you can click the link and you can find out more information about it. Other than that, I love every single one of you. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know which one was the most helpful to you in this video. Look forward to reading your comments. So subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. Please leave a comment down below, and until I see you guys in the very next video, remember to love all living things, and most importantly, love thyself.